Hello, everybody. It's Tweaky Tuesday. We're going to be tweaking those black papers with the black medium. Putting some color and things on them to make them, you know, fun. Because that's one of the things we do over here. Fun art.
Fun art.
All right, my arty friends, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you are here. We like to know that you are here so we can say hello to you. I will say hello to y'all in just a second, but, you know, give those, you know, hello hands and whatnot, because that's how you show up in the list. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, do all that YouTubey business that one does. If you are new, share with your friends. It's been helping.
Share.
I really do appreciate it, y'all. This one over here is moving in her little box of fun. Okay. So, yes, say hello, do all that business. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
I don't know if you noticed that one of her eyeballs is all still... They said it was only going to be 4 hours, but she's still all like...
Those...
But she can already see better.
Oh, yeah. Holy cow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's our wonderful...
Look at that. Isn't that cool looking?
Oh, my.
She
Look
said
at that overlapping.
She's like, don't let Gigi have it. She'll want to gel print it.
See, I'm giving you the stink eye with my big eyeball.
Big eyeball. You want to say hello?
The big stink eye.
The big stink eye here. Okay, now go away. I love you.
The big stink eye.
See, they love it. Look, they love it. All right. So now we got to say hello to folks. All right, I love you.
I want food.
You want food? Go tell your daddy.
Okay.
Hey, I fed you. There's more mac and cheese down there.
She wants something different, probably. Just go tell your daddy. It's summertime, y'all. Acme's here. Hello, Acme. Alice goes nomad. Apo May, but that's Apo May. It's April. Art Curious by MNW. That's Miriam. Becky's here. Cheryl. Colleen. Cookie Wookie. That's Mo. Devin Rex for Art. That's Yolande. Eddie's here. Ellen. Emma. Erna. Griffin Shell. That's Rhonda. Handy Skinny. That's Nancy. Hoarder Paper Crafts. That's Mimi. Holly King. Jenny. Oh, sorry. Jenny. Jennifer's Dog's Life. Jenny. Joanne. Julie. Carla, Lizanne, it is, Lizzie, Jean, Lorraine, Lydia, Margie, Marguerite, Ninian, Paula, Pinka, Rosemary, Kay, Shannon's here, Susan Dufresne, SWL, that is Sherry, and Tina Schwafford. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Just give me some extra pinky hello hands like Margie did and like Liz did. Hey, Jackie. All right. I think I got most people, but... just in case, you know, give me a little extra. All right. What do you need me to do? Are you talking or going through things or what?
Yeah, I'm going to go through things, but I want to thank Sherry SWL for the paper that she gave me. It made me feel a lot better because I don't think I can take the vitamins that they prescribed for me.
Yeah, she's got to
They make me very sick.
She needs to do something different.
And this gives me some options, and I really appreciate
Hey, Mark.
it. And I'm going to check the bottle on those to see if they actually do have. The main ingredient in those is vitamin A, I'm just sure. Because you looked at it, right?
What's this?
The vitamins, the eye vitamins that I...
Yeah.
And I think that I need to go with something a little less pumped up. And I appreciate all this advice. I appreciate the advice from everybody because really that's kind of what... I mean, I sort of was making a connection, but when someone in the live stream said, you know, it is a toxic vitamin, it can be a toxic vitamin, then I kind of paid attention and noticed that when I took it, it made me feel bad.
Yeah.
And I don't need that. I just do not need that. I'm putting that in my folder.
She keeps the emails that I print out for.
I do. Okay. So the other day, and this is from Sonia.
Yes, the tea bag paper came from Sonia.
Because I forgot to talk about this.
Yeah.
And I did, I rolled off some pieces and they're down here. No, I didn't roll off. That's rolled off from the Swedish tracing paper that was sent by
Joanne.
And now this is part of the bookbinding stuff that was sent by
Sonia.
And
that stuff I'm going to be doing. The more technical, like measured out, like
this
book.
Just
book. That ain't her style.
Really, I don't know what.
If you want to see her get real irked about something,
and ugly, passing that across the Great Divide.
But I was like, ooh, I like that. I'm excited about that.
And then here's a explanation here from Joanne. Yes, and she said Swedish tissue paper. I really appreciate that because I do have some, but I don't have a lot of it.
Yeah, Sophia
and
sent
I have
some.
used it. I have used it before, and I've used up quite a bit of it. And I want to use some plain papers.
I also think that we have more somewhere, but it has also been like, kind of like the Borg. It has been,
Yeah. Now I've got to tell you about this stuff, and I'm really happy that you sent me some because
Borg over there.
Mariah threw away some of my other, and I didn't have very much left. Let me show you how you use this stuff. Okay, so what you do is you pull it apart like this.
They don't.
And then you brayer over it.
Oh, should I go top side? Sorry, I'm not top side. We're looking at.
Well, that's not working out very well.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, and also thank you for these fancy.
Oh yeah, she was like, "Oh darn it, I needed that when she's doing her."
No, it was just like a day late. I fixed, but I did do it really cool. I forgot to take a picture of my card.
Well, we have it in the stream. You held it, and I actually used it as the thumbnail because you had to
but
leave
it wasn't
early.
In its final form.
That is true.
Because I had a little white outline around it.
Tell Joshy to snap some photos.
And
he probably won't do a good job, but
and give them back to us. Anyway, okay, so this is pretty cool too. This came from Sonia, of course, along with the bookbinding stuff. This is the coolest.
Hi, Linda.
It's wax. I don't know if it's linen, but I have some waxed linen. And the thing that I like about this better than the wax linen can be really stiff.
Well, and you have the thicker stuff more for jewelry.
This is true.
Which is not exactly ideal for the book.
I'm pretty excited about this, and my gosh, look at the color here. I especially like this purple, but it's actually more of a plum. And see, they've got 3 different ones.
Hey, Paula says that vitamin A is also an agitator of diverticulitis.
Oh my gosh, seriously?
Yeah. So there you go.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that I can do vitamin A.
And hello, Tammy, and I think, did we say Julie Parker? But I'm going to give Julie Parker extra hellos, and then there's Silver Granny. Hello, Lynn.
Show up from down there.
Jeanette, hello.
I am so excited. You just don't know how excited I am about these little things.
Well, number one, there's just all kinds of colors, and that gives her such great joy. She's probably going to try to use as many as possible in the one butt.
Absolutely will. I mean, why not?
Why not? You got it, use it.
Not. Okay. All right, I've got that now. Here, I'm going to show you how you. And I might, I don't know how much time we're going to have for a lot of this, lollygagging and whatnot. All right, so I'm just going to tear off a section here. Because this makes fabulous texture on your plate. But you can't just put it down flat because it does diddly squat.
Just gotta rough it up.
Well, you have to fluff it.
Yeah,
spread it out. And
I just wonder sometimes, like, if people just kind of scroll by and, like, they aren't really used to this, they haven't fully been exposed to, all of this. No. Like, you're just joining the art community, and you don't really you haven't been.
Yeah, this probably just looks weird.
You're not collecting the cereal boxes and the toilet paper rolls and packaging material. You haven't hit that level yet.
Now, this is much more interesting, and I'll try to gel plate some of that today. Okay, so I've got the tea bag paper, And I will be using that, but probably more, not so much for printing, but as an insert in there so that you have that separation of that.
Sonia sent me some pictures of some stuff that she did.
With the paper?
Uh-huh.
All right, now here, remember this was the orange bag.
Red bag.
Was red. But look how cool it looks on that.
And it's also a little trippy. It's kind of like in the screen, you know,
Oh,
because
yeah.
does the...
Because it does look like a screen. Ooh, there, how about that?
Don't do that to people.
Okie dokie. Put that right there. And remember this one? Here, and I have to show you Izzy's thing.
We call them attables, Handy Scandy. We don't use the F word.
Yeah. The F word.
Oh, I was talking to Diane, so listen to this. So, you know, on Thursday in the evening, I will be on over at Diane at the Messy Palette, Australia.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, well, you can, if you want to hang out, you can. We'll just have to do the earbud thing or whatever. And we're not running multiple cameras because that's going to be way complicated. So you'll just have to help me and chit-chat with me. Okay.
I can read it.
Yeah, and you'll be able to watch.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be on there, and then she was asking me what I wanted to do. I don't, well, she already posted it. So we're going to do with the mermaid stuff, because I was like, I got a bag of mermaid business back here. And all kinds of attables. She's like, attables? I was like, yeah, some people use the F word, but we don't do that. We've called them attables.
Yes.
You know, we're trailblazers here at PM Art Studio. We're not against the F word. It's just not that one.
These are...
That was good. Sorry.
Oh, that was a really good one. Somebody will jump on that one.
I'm sure.
You'll be hearing from some people on that one. Okay, here it is. These are the...
Eddie put my email address in.
Izzy drinks, and they're sparkling. And this is clementine. She really likes the clementine. But let me tell you what, the peach
is the best.
The best. We need to get more peach.
Yeah, that's what she said.
She needed more peach. But she's just decided to do this. And here she made a little teapot. Look at that. I mean, you know.
Darcy.
And then she cut this out and she said, you know, Gigi, this could be all kinds of things. I always think it'd be a nice little birdhouse for wrens.
Wrens.
Little tiny birds.
Seems kind of sharp.
Well, you might have to do a little missionary work on the edges of that booger. But
like
anyway, I had to show you that because I just thought it was so freaking clever. And she thought of this all on her own. Brilliant job.
It's okay.
She just gets these genetics from her grandmother.
No, we know it's widely used, but
brilliant. All righty. So, this paper, do you remember what it was? And this is PanPastels.
Yeah.
And then it's on the back of this one. And isn't that just absolutely
Hello, Brenda.
Fabulous?
Did I miss
and I
somebody
pulled
else?
it with gold.
It's really good.
I thought it was. Oh, I know. This was...
See, that's what happens, Terry.
This was the fabric. You know, the spidery fabric.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
Oh, from Austin. Well, hello. Brenda, she's from Austin. You know we're in Saxe. I'm sure you know right where that's at.
We do know where Austin is.
We know where Austin.
I like Austin. If it wasn't so damn hot, I'd live there. I like the Austin vibe. It's a little more loosey. Loosey-goosey. Okay, so I'm kind of twisting that so you can see it because it's black on black, and I don't...
No, see, it shows up in the light really well.
All right, good deal.
That's what I was noticing yesterday, too.
This is one that I did, and this is another one. And then another one. And this is really cool because Mariah's got her squares, and I've got my circles with the little annular thing in the middle. And here's some dots and squares. And here's my puzzle design.
Oh, I know, Sue. Yeah, Carrie lost his puppy. Or not puppy, an old dog, but, you know, they're all puppies.
Well, you know, we lost our bully, too.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it on her. When she was really down and sad,
really,
they picked up his ashes today. So, we get it.
this is just kind of a mixture of everything. And this one, another one that Mariah did, and this is the
Oh, thanks, Brad. Brad did all right, so the things are gonna pop up here. So a lot of y'all are getting free memberships for a month, and then it'll notify you and say if you want to re-up it, that's great. If not, no worries. But those of you that have been gifted free memberships, you'll be able to, if you want to get out of the stream and then come back in, you should have then access to the fun little emojis that are very PM Artist Studio specific. Ooh, lots of folks. And hello to Francis is here, and Heather, Mary Ann, Tammy, Patty, Chiquita, Tation, good golly.
whole bunch
A lot
of
of y'all hiding out.
hiding out.
That's okay. I get it.
And then this is the one that I kind of smooshed it around with the spatula.
Oh, yeah, that was her. And I was like, well, that was not really, I don't think that was the. It'll have to catch up. It showed some of them, but it gets a little freaked out by the multiple ones.
Okay, well, I think we're going to start off with this one. Just simply, this was the one that is closest to the one that Izzy did. And what she told me that they had little wet wipes that they cleaned up their edges if they wanted to.
Cynthia's now, she found some little PanPastels and her chalk pastels and some makeup. She loves it. She's into it.
Well, yeah, you can, and I do have. No, these are not chalk pastels. These are oil pastels. I've got some chalk pastels somewhere, but I don't know where they are. I'd have to dig around in this box under the other stuff here. Okay, so I think we should just start off here, and maybe what I will do.
Hey, Colleen. And if I've missed anybody, because I know there was a lot of folks, or if I need to say hello to somebody, you just, give me a little whoop. Hey, Paige.
So that we can, do some comparisons.
People are excited. Come on now.
Yeah. All right, this is what we're using here. And I can't tell you which ones they are, but anyway, this one's Tar Gel Liquid, Liquitex,
yeah,
and Basic Black Liquitex. Those two. This is the GAC 800.
And the same thing, the Liquitex. I just wrote
in
Liquitex.
golden, and this is Liquitex
Basic
Black. Okay, now the Tar Gel is also golden brand.
Correct.
I don't know that makes a big difference, but
I think it kind of does, because I'll tell you that one, I don't remember
I think it was Liquitex, the original
one that we had.
Tar Gel that we had.
I don't think so. I think it was like some weird brand.
Maybe it was. Anyway, I'm setting those over there because they're taking up real estate.
Right, you need.
Oh, and I forgot to say thank you for the neutral pH adhesive, also from our Art Fairy Sonia. And it's by Line Co. It is, and look, watch me read this.
Watch her read it.
Watch me read this. Okay, that's French. Permanent PVA adhesive, dries clear, remains flexible, buffered for added protection. Shake well and apply at room temperature. Do not store in direct sunlight. Avoid freezing. Now, what I did today with my eye business, the reason I have this, Izzy thinks it's really creepy.
It is creepy.
Enlarged eyeball on this side is because I went in for a laser treatment. Just burn off the.
I got up I'm a very good daughter. I got up at 5:45 and drove her because it was dark.
It was dark, and Van has a hard time driving in the dark because he's got glaucoma.
We didn't have to be there until 7:30.
It said 7. I don't know what that is, but anyway, I was there first, and I did not get to go in first, which I thought was kind of. I didn't piss and moan about it, but
yeah, I think it should be like they kind of block. You give them blocks, and then that way, whoever shows up first.
Yeah, because what they do is they take you back there, dilate your eyes, and then you go back out there and set for another 20 minutes. That may not have been that long, but it seemed like a long time. Okay, here's my Swedish.
Hey, Dana.
And I don't need this, Mariah. You will probably be using this way more than I do, so.
That was funny, Bo.
And here's the poker.
Okay. Now this is mine.
It is. All right, let's get a. Oh, and I wanted, is Meredith here?
No, I haven't seen her yet. Well, she works.
Oh, yeah, she's got a job.
I'm so excited for you, Margie. I really am.
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and clean this plate, and we'll just tell Meredith, because she asked about this, how often you do it. Well, you know, how often you do it depends on how much mucky muck you end up with. And this one's really, because it's got stuck on whatchamacallit, and I'm telling you what, this is. You can see that's.
Oh, and Jenny was asking what you had done. Well, you know, she had her eyeballs like fixed, like the cataracts and stuff removed.
And I have lenses and implants.
Right, and then so about half of people, if not more, because it seems like it's very common.
Yeah, my
fog over.
Regular eye doctor said, yeah, they underplayed the fact that he said about 50% of the people that he's dealt with had to go back and have this done.
Oh, she is here. Meredith's here.
Meredith. Oh, good. Well, she was probably just lurking, and then we mentioned her name, and now she's got to.
Hey, that was her word, not mine. I've been yelled at about that word. Somebody got very upset and sent me a very mean email about saying lurking and what it implied, and I'm like, listen, I was just using it because somebody else did.
This is what my idea of lurking is. You remember that?
Hanging out by windows.
No,
that's what the person.
It was a cartoon, and it was the creepy guy with the black hat and the cape and everything, and he would go.
I think
that cracks me up.
Well, it did not crack that person up.
Well, they just need to, you know.
Oh, I know.
Develop a little bit of a sense of humor.
Well, and then I was
Lord.
I was a little irked because they sent it anonymously. Anonymous. See an enemy. See. Anyway.
They didn't own up to their.
Well, because I couldn't even reply back.
Well, now that's
to explain it. So here I am talking about it out in the, you know. This was a long time ago, so they may not even have checked back or whatever. I was like, it's really not meant. Like, it's just something people say. But I stopped saying it. I just say, whomever is hanging out in the background, and that is totally fine. You can hang out, like, in the back of the auditorium. You can hang out in the balcony. You know, whatever makes you feel good.
Yeah, you can put on your black hat and cape and tiptoe around. I don't really give a hoot.
A hoot.
Well, I'm telling you what, these deadgum crosses were like on here like glue. You see what I'm having to do? Because it just really does not want to come up.
Is that something that we already sent out, Tammy? Because we can just email me. We can get that worked out.
About?
Now, sometimes we try to catch that with y'all. But we don't always. And some people do order multiples. But yeah, we understand. Okay. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to see if I can get the rest of this up.
I hadn't either until, you know, I got yelled at. And I was like, okay. Hi, Ketra. Bye, Devin. Tell Mom hello. I don't think she knows who we are, but tell her we said hi.
And Ketura, I loved your thing that you sent me. That was just so wonderful.
Oh, yeah, we both teared up.
Oh, gosh. I you know, here lately I haven't had to use eye drops because I've just been boo-hooing all the time about all these cool things that people. Okay, now see, watch Meredith. You can just take your nail and gently.
You. Hey, we got super chat monies. I shouldn't tell her.
Is it for me?
She just gave a heart.
Oh. All right, so I'm kind of just
thanks, Colleen.
Those little really stuck on there little pieces. I'm just taking my nail and very gently. I'm not like, you know, digging a hole in it. and loosening those up. So when I get out my...
Oh, it's still going on today until I think midnight, our time, Central. Y'all want to last minute, get your double points. Yes, best to leave it in the notes if you are purposefully buying 2 things, but I do try to reach out. If I know you and I feel that, like, you know, that's not going to be weird that I do that.
And the... See?
Yeah, there's a lot more there than you realize.
But see those little pieces of...
chunky things.
Chunky things.
That's
crosses.
Paint. That's paint. So yeah, the whole thing about cleaning your plate is it kind of comes down to you will start to notice it acting differently. If that is an issue, then it's probably time to clean it. Best thing to do is start out with the tape. Tape off any, you know, things that are going to be a little harder.
Yeah, especially on the edges. It really gets the edges a lot better than...
And then come at it with the mineral oil.
I always give it a couple of doses of the mineral oil. The first one's just to loosen up the crap that's on there. And this one is more of a...
Sugar biscuits.
What do I want to say?
Oh, awesome, Chiquita. Chiquita started gel printing again. Oh, hello, Marguerite. Did we say hello?
Is she from beautiful British Columbia?
That is our Marguerite from beautiful British Columbia.
I just love that so much.
I know.
It just makes me laugh every time she says that.
Well, because you know which Marguerite it is.
How that looks like it's clean, but look what's coming off of there.
Look at it.
And I'm going to get a clean piece of paper underneath here because this is really annoying that you think some of this stuff is on your...
Okay, Cynthia. Well, send me a message.
Plate. And this is the Gelli Arts. And can you see the...
Emma's she's admitting that truthfully she has never cleaned her plate. That's okay.
Yeah.
A lot of times, if it depends on how you are gel printing, if you are pulling stuff, like it cleans the plate as you pull.
Yeah, you don't really, but you know, I just use so many things, and especially these PanPastels, because after a while they do tend to mess up. Okay, I'm gonna get a clean plate, but look at all the bubbles, and that's because I keep pulling this thing up when I pull up. Well, this sticky stuff is working pretty good.
Yeah, it is. I think you got some additional sticky.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Some foreign sticky.
Could be.
Oh, and thank you. Mo went ahead and I think, yeah, that is the short.
All right,
there's a quick little video if you want something to like put in your playlist or save it to your YouTube. So that way you're like, okay, well, kind of trying to find this in this long stream would be hard.
I'll just turn that over and use that for a brayer off.
Well, Brenda, I would highly recommend, and we're so glad that you're here. So last week or last 2 weeks, we've been hitting the pastels very heavy. They're kind of new to P. Well, we knew about them. We just, you know, we were gifted them here recently, so we're really into them. And so I would highly recommend maybe checking out some of those streams from just this last week or week before. Hello, Barry. Barry Hill by Joe. Oh, it's Jody. Jody from Oklahoma. Hello.
Where are you in Oklahoma? You know,
you don't have to tell us.
Yeah, you don't have to. I just
don't like to be intrusive.
All right, kind of, you know, try to get grease off your hands because it will.
And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we don't know that you're here. We can't say hello.
All right, so we've got this all ready to go now. And if you want to, and you're not using it, you can go ahead and put on.
Y'all are on it.
A layer of the oil and just allow it to kind of seep in. But you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
It isn't necessary. I mean, these things are
all right, Carla.
Rough. I mean, I've had some of mine for what? Almost 4 years.
I think so.
There you go. All right, so we've got this ready to go.
Western Oklahoma, she says.
Western.
Way out west.
Oh, and like the panhandle?
My brain really hurt. I have been having like the worst headache for like 2 days.
All right, let's do some PanPastels here.
It's hard for me to think. Alice loves to know where folks are from. She's in DC. So if y'all want to let people know, then yes.
DC, like Washington?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She said we could come and hang out with her anytime.
I had a really good time.
We like DC.
And I love going to
Darcy's in Virginia.
National Art Museum.
Mm-hmm.
Mariah doesn't want to.
And Meredith's in Enid.
Okay. So we're going to go with these lighter colors here, just simply because I think that that's going to be more impactful.
Lori Girl's in the mountains of East Tennessee. Joanne's in New Jersey. Mo's in the UK.
Camel pants on. I know y'all wanted to know that.
She's got her camo pants on.
So I can do that.
Mm-hmm. You won't see it. Oh, okay, here we go. We've got Tallahassee, Florida, Georgia, Edinburgh, Scotland.
Oh my goodness.
Seattle, Washington, Gettysburg, PA. I love it. Jeanette is east of Detroit.
All right, now I'm just putting this out here. I don't know what the art instructors, whatever. But I think it's the negative space that gets the...
That is correct. And you're supposed to then kind of, I think, wipe
off the glue.
Yeah, area. All right, I'm trying to read off everywhere because I don't want to leave anybody out.
I really like this little hooter do for this.
For this. Okay, I got to get back to my reading here. New South Wales, Australia. Hey, Sandy. Richmond, Virginia. Northeast Tennessee. Vashon, Washington. That's where it was. I was trying to think. Bainbridge Island. And then, yeah, Vashon. Venice, Florida. Oh, Sonia says that at the end of the stream, you can make a paint skin out of the extra paint and tar gel. Make a paint puddle on a piece of plastic if you wanted to. That might be fun. Might be into that. Northern California, Cave Junction, Oregon, Charlotte, North Carolina, West Palm Beach, Sydney, Australia, Vancouver, Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh, 90 miles west of Oklahoma. Okay, of OKC. Seattle, Washington, Eminem. Is that right? Emmen.
I remember seeing that on the map when we were driving through there. We didn't actually go there.
The Netherlands, basically. It's Netherlands. Emmen, Netherlands. Houston, Texas, West Palm Beach, small town, Ohio.
Now, see, this is pearlized. I think I'm going to save the pearlized for, just to use a whole thing of pearlized.
Halfway between Pittsburgh and Erie, California, San Francisco, wonderful. Wicklow, Ireland. Yes, that's Liz. The Netherlands. Paula is also in the Netherlands. Alabama. Paisley, Scotland.
Oh, Paisley, Scotland. Who's Paisley, Scotland?
That's Heather.
Heather Paisley. Love it. All right, so now we're going to grab and we're going to do it like Izzy said we were supposed to do.
And Betsy's representing in Vancouver, Washington.
I do kind of like a little bit of that, in the creases and crevices.
That looks beautiful.
Look at that.
I love it. Yeah, and then it gets kind of spotty in some of those areas.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think, really should have messed around with one of these before I did the others, because I'm going to save this one for gel plating.
Okay. We are Arty United Nations. Love it.
All right, now I've got to get my. You're gonna have to help me out. With my
Why am I
rainbow.
feeling like?
Isn't this the rainbow? Oh God.
Yes,
this is
I need some Roy G. Biv. And it was funny, Lizette was like, I remember like a thing, and it was like, did you not see me like lipping that? Like I was going,
Okay, that's not gonna work for purple, but I think this other one over here will.
Okay.
All right, so help me out. What do I start off with?
Red in the corner. Do little red, unless you want to do big red. You just got to start at one end and go to the other.
Come over here
That's how it works.
Pop out the red. Well, and I do have another blue over here. Okay, so we've got red. And then what?
So it'll be red, orange, yellow.
Red, orange. Well, you'll have to mix.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And I think what I'm going to do here is...
You could start with your yellow.
Which, it goes where? Right there.
It'll be the third one. Yeah.
That'll be the third one. Which yellow do you think? You think this one or this one?
That's your call.
I'm going to go with this one. Just
yeah, I think it's a little heavier. And especially on the black paper, because you need something that's going to be a little more oomphy. Or you could even, mix them or whatever, yeah. I'm sorry, I lost track of where we were at with the reading off where folks are from. What did you use it? GAC. So the GAC 800, which if you really want to know what it's for, because there are different GACs and they all have like things. But this particular one is the GAC 800. Sorry, it's going to be backwards. I apologize for that. Is the low crazing extender for pouring acrylic colors. But there's all kinds of GACs. We don't use it for that. We just like it that it mixes and makes things low crazing. The paint on the plate. And if you have some paints that are not in a consistency or viscosity that you love, but you kind of love this, you can always mix it in. And it works well.
That's kind of orange, right?
Oh, yes. And I think that would be kind of the next level of okay, so Colleen says, if you used a clear medium instead of the black, you can highlight colorful paper underneath it.
Oh.
See, that's a whole other thing.
And
basically, you know what that's like is like batiking. Because you capture each color layer of dye with...
Oh, that could be a whole new thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not putting that. This color is not the color I have on my camo, so.
You don't want to mess up the camo.
Don't want to mess up the camo.
Mm-hmm. It should be like
okay, so now what?
Okay, so Roy G. Green. We need green.
This is the closest to.
Like, yeah, so P did some of these on okay, well, let's see. Yesterday was Monday. I did some. She did some on Sunday.
No, I didn't do any.
Of these on Sunday?
Oh yeah, that's right. I did. But then I did a whole bunch more.
Yeah, and then she did a bunch more last night. But we figured that y'all kind of understood that what was going on. I think I would have went with a punchier green, but that's okay.
I wanted a punchier green too, but I don't have a punch. What I am going to do is I'm going to
put a little yellow with it.
Of this, powsy yellow and kind of
punch it up.
Oomphy.
I just figured you went with your favorite green.
Well, it is my favorite green. But we'll pump it up.
Yeah, she's a little bit against like happy rainbow, so it was. It wasn't misjudgment on my part.
There, I like that.
I like that.
Highlighted out in the middle there. Now what?
Okay, so Roy G and then Biv, blue.
All right. So do you think I should go with this?
Blue, like straight up blue.
Straight up blue. Okay.
Like primary blue. Oh, hey, Heather. I don't know what to tell you, sweetie.
What?
Oh, you may want to turn your settings to like 720 because it could sugar biscuits. It could just be that like sometimes pulling the 1080 is hard. So, you know, that could be it.
I'll take care of that in a minute. Just
and she'll fix it.
No worries.
That's fixable. Oh, and hello, June. Sorry, I'm trying to kind of read here, and then I thought I saw that, and then I was like, well, do I see her there? It is erasable. That is the nice thing. Or blendable.
I think that's a pretty darn good green.
I do, too. I'm loving this.
Okay.
Indigo.
Okay, now I do have that here somewhere. Now, you may just have to hang on to your britches because it might take me a little bit to find it. That's not it. What do you think?
I'm good with it.
It's definitely, okay, here's what I'm going to do. To emphasize the fact that, you know, and I just have these just hanging out all over. This is the way I work.
This is how she works.
Take a little bit of my lighter blue here.
Hello, Jennifer.
Oh, this is pearlized. Can't do that. But I do have a light blue here. And I have a minty green. I might go with the green with.
You can get all the greens in there.
I need to really sit and just organize my business.
Oh, I love that, Lizzie Jean. She says, I compared PM Artist Studio to Lay's potato chips. Once you visit once, you can't help but come back for more.
Oh,
I love that. Now, I don't know if that's full on true, because I think sometimes we require another little taste testing. Some bugs are like, okay, this is a little weird.
I'm just lightening that blue up a little bit so that when I go indigo,
I don't know that I agree with what you're doing there, but that's all right. Lizette asks, can soft charcoal be used on a gel plate? Yeah.
I don't see why not. I don't know that I'd apply it directly.
Right. You may want to wet it.
No, I don't think you want to wet it. I think that's going to make a soupy mess.
Like just slightly. So they're kind of softer. That's what I used to do as a kid anyway, because I wanted more to like come off of there.
I think you should be very careful because unless they're really soft, you could actually damage your plate.
There's that too, Eddie.
So if you were going to do that, I would do it like, I don't think I'd use the actual, I would take a brush or something and take it off of the pastel and add it on. I wouldn't use the stick to draw on the
I'd
plate.
wet the stick.
Now, if you had really soft pastels, like Rembrandt or something, those would probably work.
Hey, Diane, I told people we're going to be hanging out. We're doing mermaid stuff.
Here we go. The last one is purple.
Sandy says, and hello, Sandy. She's seen an artist apply charcoal to paper, then transfer it to the gel plate. Yeah. I think that would work well.
I think that would be my recommended.
Hello, Sophia. And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you're here. We like to know that you were here because we're an already friendly bunch of folks. If you have not given your thumbsy upsies yet and you're just waiting for, the opportunity, this might be your opportunity to do so. If you want to share this stream with your friends, there's a share button down below. It's the little arrow thing, and then you hit it, and then you copy that thing, and then you send it to your friend. Yeah. Or put it on your Facebook page. That works too. Marguerite said she would draw on the paper with the charcoal and then do the transfer. That looks fabulous.
I think Izzy will be very proud of
you. You have exceeded my expectations with the rainbowing. Well done, Patricia.
And see, I needed to go over that with the light blue because these were going to be too close together in value. And I don't.
I'd still like one more layer of the brighter blue, just because I want it.
Oh, you want another layer of the little brighter blue?
I do.
Let me clean off muddy it up with purple.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I have another flat.
Chiquita says that matches your bracelets.
It does.
Oh, I don't have my rainbow bracelets on today. I have my rainbow, all my things. And I've taken over the...
Izzy did notice that.
Mm-hmm. She likes to comment on it. You are back, Heather. We see you. Oh, hello, Lucy. And she just got her PanPastels and did her first gel prints with them. Did you love it? Are you loving it?
It's I don't think it's the end all be all, but it certainly gives you another whole way of doing things.
Oh, you can pop out the chat. If you do the 3 little dots, pop it out. Sometimes that's easier to see it. They're doing weird things. See, I like that better.
I do too. Now that I've done that, I think I need to up my green a little more.
Working on the rainbow.
Never ending.
Mm-hmm. She's already addicted. Yeah, that's kind of how it went over here. Now, what are we going to do with this?
I don't know.
Like, is this just it? This could go in with my mermaid stuff. But we got to seal it. So I'm thinking what would be cool is if you would put a coat of the shimmery business on it.
I'm willing to try it.
Okay.
It may totally destroy your...
we're experimenting. It's Tweaky Tuesday. People understand. And I'm not like, married to I didn't say, okay, I have a vision for this. So now that I don't agree with. You need to back away from that. That ain't it.
I don't know what to use.
I want the Liquitex shiny business. Do you still have some of that, or you?
I don't have any of that.
Okay, or then just something clear. Clear.
I think I need to hit just a couple spots here.
Maybe just some of the color shift stuff.
Well, I'm afraid that that's going to alter your...
I'm fine with that. Like the pearls, the lilac, or maybe the blue. Or maybe you do a little bit. So...
I have white pearl.
Okay, yeah, do white pearl. But you gotta go real thin. Yeah. Oh, there's a green pearl. Yeah, we do have the clear spray bottle stuff. But I think it might be more fun to gel print it. I do want you to wipe off that one little blob. Do you see it in the orange? There you go.
Well, it's not wiping up very good.
No, it's not. It said, I like that. Okay, I'm going to keep it. Look at that. I mean... And that noise that y'all hear is the boys are here cleaning plates and, or cleaning mats.
Okay, that look good?
Tim holds glitter spritz. Well, I would be worried that would actually kind of overtake it, and I don't know about its sealing ability. Kind of what I'm feeling about that.
All right, I don't want to put this all away.
Right. Yeah, no.
Okay.
We're just discussing, next step, the cow spit spray.
Llama.
Llama. No, but it's in the, but it's the cow
It's
stuff.
The cow, yeah, it is. Okay, let's do this one because I want to do both to this one also. So we'll just You know, this just goes to show you. It doesn't matter, and I used to say this teaching. My kids taught me a lot of things. And if you just listen to them, and when I started off, I was a terrible teacher. Well, I wasn't terrible, but I wasn't very.
She was kind of hardcore. Like, she just thought she knew what she knew, and that's what she was going to teach, and that's how it was all going to go. And little did she know that, you know, when you're teaching little kids, sometimes they ain't having that college attitude.
No. And it took me years to kind of come to grips with, you know, what is the best way to teach this.
Oh, yes. And this is what Sonia was meaning earlier, and then Colleen and some others have mentioned that you can use the eraser to actually erase it if you need it to come up.
Oh, okay.
Full on. Like, you know. They're very easy to blend. I feel like it's fluffing up in the air and I want to sneeze. I've just been very sneezy today.
Do you think it's fluffing? I don't see it fluffing.
I don't know. I'm just feeling sensitive. That's awesome, Ellen. I want to get one I want to get like a little, you know, entryway one.
Entryway what?
A flag. Oh, Carlos says the tape can also lift excess. Ooh, that's hard to say. I don't know what's going on with things over here today. It's hair. People are digging this. Lizette says this piece is awesome, Patricia.
Does it looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
So,
now I
chamois. That's funny.
I think when we come in and gel plate over this, we're going to have some awesome stuff happening here. I anticipate some awesome stuff happening.
Okay.
You know, these little flat things, initially I was like, I don't think I'm probably going to use that. And I haven't gone in and washed them out with soap, but I would imagine that you certainly could do that. I don't see why not. All right, put that over there. Let's see what else we've got here. All right, now this one. I don't really know what. This is where I'm going to bring in my pastels.
Yeah, so
I think that will really go good with this part. I'm hesitant about. I don't know. But you know, this is an experiment, right? No, nobody's going to be judgy about this, right?
And just to let y'all know, because I know some of y'all haven't seen the black mixing of the medias and all of this. So what's prompted this is Isabella, my daughter, in their last weeks of school, they did an art project. They used like a black Elmer's glue or something like that. That's
what I needed.
And just kind of regular chalk, like sidewalk chalk, I would assume.
She said that they had, there's a real, that would have been good over the indigo. See, I need to go through and just take these all apart and just sit here and put them together in groupings.
Yes.
But I'm not going to do that right now because I can't imagine that would be terribly interesting. Okay, we've got pink and blue. That looks like, you know, you're going to a baby shower.
And then over on, Sunday you mixed the mediums, which basically the mediums are the GAC 800 plus the Liquitex Black Basic. And then the other mix is the tar gel, which both, so the GAC and the tar gel are golden products. And then both of them mixed with the black Liquitex Black Basic paint. Because we didn't have the glue and we were like, you know, these are the things that we have. Plus we think that it would work out well. You could probably just use black paint, or you could use a clear medium, like Colleen suggested earlier, and then that way you could get whatever is underneath, like would be the thing that's showing through. So you could just use the hard gel by itself. Or if you have something like dimensional Mod Podge. Mod Podge. Mod. Modge. I always want to say Modge. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, these are all the smoky colors. I'm not going to use the smoky colors. All right, so I've got, and somewhere I've got a yellow.
Oh, yes. That's a good, yes, addition of detail. Oh. Liquitex Black Fluid Acrylic Paint.
There was my orange.
Yes. You could totally use a glue gun. That was actually mentioned the other day as well. I think that would be a great, that would be fun.
And remember, you can buy the glue sticks in different colors.
Alice would like you to know that she organized her PanPastels, but they never stay that way.
I know.
%, Terry. I agree with that. Tar gel and clear don't match, even though the tar gel is very clear and kind of dries like very clear.
Righto.
Righto.
Now you notice I didn't clean that off.
Well, we put ours because one of the products that it was one of those things where like I really only needed a couple of bottles for pee, but I was like, all right, this set. So and what? How many of them came? There's quite a few. These little squeezy bottle business because.
Yeah, I've used a lot of them.
Yeah, surprisingly, Byron. They're great little squeezy bottles. Is what I'm trying to say. We have them in our Amazon shop. This is my brain whenever I have a very bad headache and I'm trying to put the sentences together.
Was it because you didn't have your coffee this morning?
I think I've been having it for like 2 days. I think it's all the weather. Which this isn't really normal for me, but you know, I'm getting older.
I've had it, but I just attributed it to my eyeballs.
I think it's just the gook in the air. There are a lot of floaty things out there. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Ann. P's doing great. She had her first eyeball done this morning.
Yeah.
And I've been up way early, so, you know.
Well, they want you there to crack it on.
So you can sit there and stare at other people that are going to get in there first.
Yeah, I was a little irked. I was irked they didn't, you know, offer coffee.
Yeah, I was a little sad about that. They had water and other snacky things.
All right, so here is my dilemma. Do I want to just go ahead and repeat those colors? Or do I want to do something different? Because I do have copper. I've got gold somewhere. I don't know where the gold's hanging out. Oh.
Yeah, they're pretty pricey.
Got shoved back under some other stuff.
But yeah, as Lucy said, they last a long time. And I think that's even what like Devin was saying about hers. She had hers for like
pinky copper.
A long time. Oh, I ended up having it once I got home. But, you know, sometimes if you aren't getting the coffee when you need the coffee.
I'm off of coffee because of the...
You're so cute. You could...
I have it on my nose.
I think you do. Or your glasses are...
And I think I just rubbed another whole bunch on.
I was going to say, I think you rubbed some off and put some other on. That's okay. You look cute. There you go.
Like that skunk. You know, hopefully the cute skunk, not the ugly skunk.
Hi, Steph.
Okay, so what I'm thinking here is we're going to create a whole new color here. Let's see how this works.
Oh, there you go, Lizette. Lizette's trying. She's starting out with the eyeshadows.
Well, I would say that that's a good entry level.
Totally, and then that way you kind of get an idea of what colors you like, because you may not like all the colors.
No. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna.
Hey, Heather. You back?
kind of green this out. Anyway, that was my idea. I don't know that that's going to work necessarily. It's kind of pukey looking.
I like the idea of what you're doing. How about those swirls in there?
Yeah, how about those swirls?
Mm-hmm.
And now I think we're going to go with a copper here.
Hello, Yanka. And Paula, have you seen Yanka's email? Well, I don't know if she's just kind of, she might be listening and not necessarily paying attention to the chat 100%. So, throw it out there.
Yeah, she multitasks.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably cooking something really good.
I think she's snuggled in bed. This is the late stream, so it's
okay.
late.
This isn't the dinner time.
Yeah, this is Pat's dinner.
Okay. And I think I'm going to end up with purple.
I'm telling you, I keep. Oh, did you watch Eddie's video? He has one, and I think so does Darcy.
I haven't watched anybody's video.
No, I'm talking to Sue.
Oh.
Because they both did stamps with the woodies. And do we have some of the woodies? I don't know if I ever got any.
No.
But I know Darcy and Eddie have them.
I have something similar, but Okay, there we go.
And what are you gonna do on the one end?
That's quite so.
What are you gonna do? Aren't you gonna do anything over the?
Well, I don't know that I should.
Embossing. You just like it because it's all sparkly.
I do. I'm
okay.
Worried that I'm gonna obliterate the sparkle.
I think you should just rub some stuff over it. See what happens.
Okay, I'll just rub this light gold.
Okay. Probably gonna have to come after it with the wifey. Okay, yeah, I'll get it reset for you. Yeah, Oh, cool. And both Eddie and Darcy's video links are in chat if you want to watch them using their woody pencils on foam stamps. No, this was, okay, so what you're seeing here, I did yesterday with crenulated stamp. That one's by Sophia. And then...
Well, I'm less than impressed with this.
She's sad because it lost its sparkle.
Well, it did a lot, but...
Well, hold it up. It's actually more there than you think.
Yeah, but I don't know. Just kind of, I don't want this mucky stuff out here.
Yeah.
Maybe I just need to be a bit more
aggressive with your, yeah. Okay, what was I saying? I did see that. It was lovely. I know, I need to work in mine more. Am I supposed to send it back to you? That made me sad. I don't.
No, she's not really good at that.
We need to talk about this, Sophia.
There we go. I'm okay with that. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's anything to.
She's just sad that I made her do it.
Okay, I'm kind of done with this.
Okay, what's next?
Well, I've got to get these boogers back together.
If you want to hand them all to me, I can do that while you move along.
Well, by the time I hand them to you.
Okay. Okay. I was like, I don't remember that being part of the instructions, and then I was feeling bad because I was like, well, I mean, I guess I could do that, but Yeah. That's funny.
I'm just going to start getting some of the colors together.
Hello, Angel.
Oh, no.
Oh, good golly. Why was she just, yeah, kind of...
Those need to go there with that.
Oh, yes, what I was saying about the stamp. Okay, so the design was the stamped crenulated. I did that with the heat embossing powder, and it's the black sparkly business, which is pretty darn yummy. It's the black sparkle embossing powder, a Ranger product. Lizzie Jean sent it to me. It's pretty nice. I like it. He liked it too until I had her put the gold over it.
Okay, good. These are all plummies and violets.
Oh, it is Vanessa. Hey, Vanessa. It has been a little bit. Okay.
Greens. I don't know what happened to my greens.
I think they are, I don't know. Somebody else will have to answer that, Julie. She says the shimmering pastels, are they called pearlescence or something else?
I think pearlescent.
Oh, really? Does it say it on the thing?
I'm not absolutely
Because we don't have the little paper anymore.
% sure about that, but I'll say that's slightly wonky. There we go.
Oh, I don't know. Have you counted the number? Hey, Keeks, of pastels you have now?
No, I haven't. I will at some point, but not right now.
Yeah, Lucy, we ran into that in particular when we were gel printing, because it was like they showed up really well on the plate, like you saw the color, but then when we pulled it, and I say we, but I was here, so it counts. It all looked silvery, like the color kind of stayed back on the plate more so. Look at that tower.
Tower of blue. There might be some green.
No worries, Yanka. We'll see you in the morning. I would say that if you're applying it maybe directly to paper, you're going to see more of, because there were some that did keep the color.
Yeah, they did. And what did I do with those? Let me...
Because I know what you're talking about, though. And it kind of depends on what you pull it with, too.
Because remember, I did these.
But those aren't the metallics.
Oh, those aren't the metallics.
That's what they were talking about, is that they kind of came off just more silvery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit weaker color-wise.
I think that's right, Sophia. So they're probably more likely to show up if you have like they're like the interference colors and they need the black to show the color. And that was kind of the thing, is that we used like a blue and it just sort of washed it all out.
Alrighty.
Yeah, exactly, Jenny. I think so too. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I ended up with an extra lid. Oh, that's alright. I'll put it over here with mine. I better put these
All right, you good to go? What's
Let
next?
me clean up a little bit here.
Okay, clean up on all 5.
Start off with clean paper here. I don't know what I was all hopped to trot about that.
Mm-hmm.
How I managed to get it underneath my ring. Now that takes some special kind of talent there. Oh, it was probably because I was handling this thing. This is lethal.
Yeah. Needs a washing.
It does need a washing. Always give your area around it a good, you know, whatever, because
yeah. Travels.
That it do. All right, so.
Yeah, maybe, Lucy, maybe.
There we go. All right, now we've got a clean plate back here. I'm pretty sorry about that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I need a nap. She got to nap. I didn't get to nap.
By golly, I did not sleep well. I was worried about getting out there, and I don't know what I was worried about that for. I should have just, but it was also, you know, kind of, I haven't had this procedure done before. Yeah. I'll be a lot more relaxed on the next eyeball.
And then you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah. All right, so what are we going to do?
Straighten up, lady.
There, how's that?
It's better, isn't it?
I can't get too close or I brayer on my edge of my...
I know, but see, you should line up with the edge of the desk.
Huh? Line up.
See, there you go. That's better. Oh, look at there. Holy cow. I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm very particular about this situation.
All right, so what is going to be our goal on just regular? I want to kind of get some of this under my belt before I start, you know.
Get it under there.
Yeah. I feel like I need transparent. Or maybe not.
You need color shifty stuff because this is time to make it shine.
Well, I think
black paper.
I don't know that I agree with that. But we're going to go with what Mariah said. Now here's this
sometimes
metallic white. I haven't used that much at all. So let's whip a little of that out here.
Whip a little. Whoop,
whoop. Remember, we've got a small piece of paper here, so I don't have to cover the whole. What?
Eddie says, yes, you are, Mariah. And whenever he films a video, my voice is in his head. Square it up. That's good. And people that are particular, thank you for it. I know it doesn't, some people doesn't even faze them. I get it. I wish I was that person. I want to be that person. Crooked makes me crazy. Like I can handle a little off, a little wonky, but also sliding off of a desk.
Oh yeah, those people that do this.
I can't.
Yeah, I worry about it the entire time. My stomach is in knots.
Yeah, I get sick. It visually it makes me like, and I can't watch people do like video games and stuff like that. Some of the stuff that Izzy plays makes me like physically nauseous. That's fabulous. I don't know that's not what we were going for, but I mean it's interesting and yeah.
And I should have had some paper cut over here because I'm pretty sure that this is going to be some awesome.
Oh, Brenda's been playing with the alcohol inks on the plate using hand sanitizer. She thinks she's finally ready to move on to pastels. All right, there you go. That was some good pucker. Now, if you wanted to, could you go over the little painty things over there? See, that's lovely.
That's pretty cool.
I think you should wipe up the paint. You know, the things on the...
Oh, over here?
Yeah, on the original. Maybe.
I kind of like the little...
Okay. See, but that's pretty cool, too. It does have a very X-ray look to it.
Get that little...
Mm-hmm. Hold it up into the technology.
Annular. Just a sec.
Nina, that's good.
It's
Yeah.
drying.
So to square it up, you know, make it in line. And the thing about, I think that people don't fully take into consideration, it's really weird because you know, you look at the video as like a two-dimensional surface, but in all actuality, like when you think about your camera, not only do you have, you know, it needs to be level this way, but also this way. There's a whole, you know, 3-dimensional plane, I guess really would be, right?
Yeah.
Do back and forth. To line it all up and make it, you know, squared up like a whoop, whoop.
Okay, so I like this, and I'm going to try to do some things here so I can keep picking up stuff here with my piece that I've got over here, my black piece.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna add a little color to this
one. She does. I know. That's so sweet, Darcy. Darcy apologizes to me in her videos when she gets a little off kilter or whatever. Mm-hmm. She talks to me. She talks to you too.
Oh, she does.
She does.
Oh, that cracks me up. Chokes me out.
It chokes me out.
Look at that little jewel.
Gnat. The gnats. Oh, the gnat. Oh, bye, Ellen. What you got going on there?
Lots of things.
Are we enjoying this?
I think I am.
Oh, that looks
I don't
fabulous.
Know if the rest of you are.
I don't. Yeah, I mean.
Like a topographical map.
Kind of did. You got 40 minutes. So I don't.
Good Lord, I could, you know.
Yeah.
Been talking to the boys about Mariah and Izzy and Brad's vacay.
Oh, very nice, Margie. Very nice. Ooh, that's fun. I do love the puckery business that this creates. It's kind of like a reverse pucker from like how a stencil would do. This does this outline business versus like the inner part of something.
Yeah, I'm liking that a lot. Now I think I need to
be right back.
This up with I don't know. It may be too dry. No, it's not. Oh, look at that. Well, that looks pretty cool.
Hanging out with your friend.
Looks very cool. Okay, I like that. And I think doing some of the, what did I use here?
Come here.
I'm trying to remember what I used. Permanently. I think, did I use this or did I use that other blue? I know I used this and I used some of the green. What was the other color that I used? Oh, I know this.
Okay.
The lilac pearl. Remember I squeezed some of this out there?
Very nice.
And then I did this one, and this is iridescent acrylic Abier in yellow green flash.
Yeah, and don't get hung up on like the brand of these. There are multiple ones. Like we had the Shuttle Arts ones at one point.
But these say premium. Yeah, I think
they all come in a set. Like I don't think you can buy these individually. I could be wrong, but
yeah, this is also Abier Premium Aqua
Yeah.
Flash. And then this is the Lilac Pearl in the Ara. See, that's it right there.
mm-hmm. If y'all want
that
stickers,
was a good one.
if you want swatch stickers, we have those.
That was a good one. Okay, let's get some more of that going here. So we've used the pearl, we've used the white. The green really is my favorite. I'm getting kind of low on green. Now, Meredith, if you're still with us, I still have some stuff out here. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go on like there was nothing there. And I'm going to try, and why is she pushing me?
Mm-hmm. You need to straighten up. There you go. That's better. It's fine. Look, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just, you know. There you go. I mean, we made a big deal of it. I feel like that, you know, especially in this particular video, we need to be, you know,
following through.
All
right, so let's use a little pink, and this is also the Abier in Red Flash. I don't know why they call that Red Flash. That isn't even red anywhere near red. So squeeze a little light out there, and let's get a little a blue violet flash, also the Abier. I'm saying these names because somebody mentioned that they said
yes. And I told Estella that we were going to be better about it. Yes, yeah. We were going to be better about it. I had to talk to her about it.
I'm terrible. I know I am.
Well, we go on a roll where it's like you get good at it, and then we do some other things, and then, you know, it's hard to remember all the time.
And that's pink flash. All right.
Just all squirted out there together, huh?
Yeah.
That was a bold choice.
I know. Just made a little gob.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do some creative brayering. Not a whole lot.
Yeah, you don't overbrayer that because you're just going to mix it.
I don't want to overbrayer it. I've already got some stuff on that.
Yeah, like, next. This is the GAC one and a, I believe a embossed one.
This is going to be the best thing I've done all day.
Oh, Carla got a lone bottle of yellow-green spritz, and she thought about you.
A what?
A lone bottle of yellow-green spritz, and she thought about you.
Oh.
Yeah, see, that.
Check that out, folks.
So on the one end there, that's stamped with the tiling, the big one, not the full stamp, but most of the stamp. And then heat embossed with the black, just the regular black primary embossing powder. Then on the other end was the GAC mix. That's looking really cool.
I know. I'm super impressed with that. I love this. Just see, and when you glob them out there, they kind of just smear around, and I like the sort of arbitrary disbursement.
Yes.
Of the colors. All right. We got those little dudes. All right, let's try a whole new color combo. Let's try some of this. This is pretty pousy-wowsy. I like this with, let's try some yellow. That'll give us some green. And then we will, we already used the green. Let's use, what have we not used? Blue. So this is the Era Blue Pearl.
Yeah, and we will, so Brenda was asking regarding the Ara paint. She says Era. She wants to be fancy. It makes me crazy.
Era.
ARA.
ARA.
ARA paint.
Era.
It is lovely paint. It does take a little getting used to. We do like it better than the Liquid Text. Like the Liquid Text Professional Soft Body, like that stuff dries very quick. Now, most of the ones that we have are blues dry very quick anyway, But even some of the, because I think we had a red iron oxide or sienna or something like that, it also dried very quickly.
I'm giving you some options on paint placement.
The Aura paints do dry quick, but not as quickly as those Liquitex paints. We love the finish. We love the viscosity, the rollout, the colors, all of the things. I
didn't know anything about them before.
You can get them at Jackson's.
All right, so let's see what happens here. Did you notice how I twirl that?
As she says, Era.
Oh, looky there, we've got some.
Yeah, this is feeling very
Monet.
I was gonna say Monet. I don't know. I always get that. I can't remember.
Monet's the
lilies. Nay. Lilies. I think Tammy's seeing poodles.
Poodles?
There was a poodle somewhere in one of those prints. Oh, and I think some other people were seeing. Yes, this is the black Astro Bright paper. It's lovely.
It really is. I like the weight and width and
Most says nay.
Yeah, that. Look at how cool that is looking.
That's fabulous.
Let's see what happens here.
Ooh. These are fun. I don't know what we're doing with them, but hey, this could go with my mermaid stuff.
Some of it certainly could.
It's very mermaidy.
Mermaidy.
Mermaidy. Okay, I think you should leave that one alone. Because it's good.
I gotta get the edges, Mariah. All right, that is looking good. Okay, there's just a little.
Hey, the key is the color shift paints, because that's what's really making these look super amazing.
It really.
I just want to be honest.
It isn't my really.
Color mixing abilities and whatnot. It's the interferency iridescent type paints on the black paper.
Yeah,
they are very. That's when they ooh and ah.
What is this? Blue pearl. Let's try a little bit more.
I just felt that we should be honest with people and not make this seem like,
that I'm just really.
I mean, you are very good.
Okay, what did I say? This is blue. Okay, we're gonna have a little of that. And then we're going to do a different color.
I know. She makes me nervous, Terry. She makes me nervous.
What?
When something's good and then you just keep at it. And then I'm like, yep, she wants to really just muck it up so then she can bring, she wants to bring it back from the dead.
Hey, that's what I really do best.
You do.
Don't have very much of this left. I really like this.
You like that one?
I think I've got a backup one.
You should put that on your list.
I'm not sure. Okay, now these are I don't know the thing. Yeah, these are iridescent also.
Oh, bye, Liz.
And somebody sent me
See
these.
in the morning.
Because I never had this color before. Really,
I believe our art fairy
was responsible for about those. And once I pick them out of there and everybody falls back into its spot, it's just.
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know either.
Well, Terry, I will say, I agree with that. I don't know that they have, little small 2B sets or something, but they're not. They're a commitment to the amount that you have to buy in a set, which is sort of irritating. Because then it's where do you put all of those? And if you don't like them or whatever.
Well, you can always gift them to
that is true.
The people at the places
the donation center.
The donation centers.
We need to get over there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that thing, I just, you know, look at that, Mariah.
Ooh. Yes, and I'm loving that the other thing that's making them very interesting is that you're mixing things. Like, you're putting a couple of different colors down at a time.
Yes, and I think that that is definitely something that you should do.
Because if you just do the one color,
yeah,
it sort of just it like blinds you because it's just so shimmery, and then you just have that kind of, it almost flattens it out. Whereas if you add more color to it, it then adds dimension, or mix the colors. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going with this. I've got some blue over here that I have not used. Yeah. Check this out. Bluish purple flash. Again, I'm not cleaning my plate.
Oh my God. I don't know what we're doing with ours either. So okay, here. She says, look at Pete being all sensible and unscrewing the flip top lids. Basically, that's because she can never get the flip top thing back on there. But if you use the flip tops, then you can collect the little paint rings. People get mad when we call it the B word. At my 7-year-old's insistence, this is what we do now. Now we have a jar. We also have one because we were going to, cover Archie in it. But that project's not moving forward.
Archie's still sitting over there.
Yeah.
It looks at me when I go to the bathroom.
And then she's just got little jars of trinkets around here. That's what we call them. Trinkets and trophies. If they're big, they're trophies. If they're little, it's trinkets.
I mostly have trinkets. Now, some of you have sent me trophies.
Sherry gets grossed out by the little paint blobs. We've had this. Some of y'all have sent us your paint blobs, and she has collected them. They have been put into the collection.
Oh, yes, And I have my little jar here on the hoopty-doo. Look at that. I just think that's magnificent.
Yeah, I wish you'd leave it alone. Just saying.
Wishes were horses beggars would ride. I'm just not real happy with this one yet, so I'm just going to continue on. Oop.
That's funny. That was funny, Sophia. I LOL'd.
What did she say?
Well, I'm just going to read it out loud. Eva Macy's really the one that hates the word. She got on to me about it.
Oh, yeah. Boogers.
Boogers. See, she knew.
Boogers, yeah, that's why we just, kind of stopped doing that.
She says, well, Mariah, we don't call them paint boogers because we're on the other side of the pond. We call them paint boogies.
Boogies.
Or bogies. Is it bogies? Because that's not a double O. It's bogies, which means the same thing.
Hot diggity. Now that's stuff there.
And that's a good joke, Terry. I love that. I've actually told Izzy that one before.
Told her what?
Boogers are snot funny.
She loves stuff like that.
She does.
My God.
100%.
Look at that, Mariah. It is just getting better. Every layer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at that.
How many of them do you have left?
Some rubbies too.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. You see, you should have been doing that. That works better with the paint than it does the pastels.
Yeah, because the pastels you kind of...
Well, it rubs it off or gets it kind of gooed up into the paper.
You can blend your edges out. Clean that baby up. I think that's looking mighty fine.
It is. Where did I put those?
Oh, did you see that one? It rippled off of there. Look at that. That ripple. All right. I don't have very much to lift off here. It's kind of getting dry. I need to move along. Okay, I've got 3 more. Sorry. What? Oh, 4 more. Alrighty, let's do something different.
Hold
let's
on. Oh, are you doing something different to what?
With my paint.
Oh, with on there.
I was going to use some opaque.
Okay.
And then wipe it off. But I'm going to use some opaque with some of the sparkly or the shifty stuff.
The shifty. Okay. I think to do the paint skin thing, we gotta think. I gotta think that through, and I gotta find all of the little matte deals. I can't remember where I put them. They're somewhere behind me because I'm pretty sure that's where I put them. Sonia, we'll get to it. I promise. It just may not be today. Doing the paint skin business with the drawing it out. I would be kind of curious if you did some heavy duty ones on the plate. I don't think all of it's going to pull up, but it would be interesting to see how much would be, you know? Sort of a reverse of what you're doing.
Look at that perfectly.
I wish you'd just straighten up your plate, though. That would make super duper.
I don't know how it gets all slitty.
Well, because when you pull the thing off, it goes with the angle of your pull.
Don't want to do too much brayering here. Now I'm grabbing one of the big ones. This is just a whole bunch of stuff, just willy-nilly. There's no pattern. It's just...
Oh, this is just paper.
Okay.
Are you all done with the ones that we've done?
Oh, I haven't done the pastels yet.
Okay.
What time is it?
Well, you got 20 minutes. Yeah, you need to move along there.
Well, you know, and I always think I'm going to have plenty of time.
Yeah, I don't know why you do that.
Well,
ooh,
it's something. I don't know that I'm in love with that.
Well, get your thing after it and try to rub some of the little areas, and I think it might be a little bit more interesting. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's better. I don't know. Okay. Stop doing that. Really grade those out. Which is interesting. I don't know if that's just in the camera because of the shimmer.
I think that's sort of interesting. I don't know that it's my favorite, and I don't know the opaque paint, but it looks cool when I pull it up like that. See how that ripples?
Yeah. I like that. So you gotta...
Yeah, now we've got a bunch of opaque paint out here, which I don't really...
You don't want that.
I don't want that. So let's just try to get some of it up.
Y'all marked this down the day she didn't keep the stuff.
This is how I get off on my thing, is because it moves about the cabin when I'm rubbing and scrubbing.
If y'all wanted to know.
Friday. We've got 2 smalls and 1 large. So now what? All right, you know what we haven't done?
What haven't we done?
We haven't done a fluid.
Okay.
And look at my buildup I got going on here.
I don't even know what you call that. That's a... neglect. That's what you call that.
The lid is not closing.
Just kept.
All right, let's just dribble and draw some of that out there. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I allowed that to happen. That's just criminal.
It was.
Criminal. I want the red. Where's the red? Oh my gosh, I'm knocking over all this stuff and falling off and
Oh, yeah, I was going to say maybe mix it with something. That's good. I'm glad that. And then I decided that you weren't going to listen to me, but you felt it.
I did.
I was sending those waves.
Don't over-brayer.
Mm-hmm.
Had a little bit shifting there. Did you notice that? Oh my gosh, there's some wonderful.
Yeah.
I have to retire this. And then look, and it's got some more of this stuff that we did over here on this edge. These are kind of, you know, archival. They tell you where you've been.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready?
Ooh, look at that. Streamers. Was that one mine?
Yeah. And look at those
That's good.
Poochie pucker.
Poochie pucker things.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. Good mix of like that. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily think.
I'm not going to put that one down. I really love this. I'm just thinking I need to
Kind of wormy, squirmy things left over
get
there.
this onto a new piece of paper. I hope it's not dry.
Me
dry.
too,
It's
Lucy.
probably too dry.
Getting some hearts on that one. Lucy says that's her favorite so far. I think it's kind of your favorite too.
Yeah. Well, anytime we have transparent red iron oxide,
Yeah, transparent red iron oxide in the mix. You can't just ignore that. Look there. Woo! That's some yummy stuff.
isn't it? Really cool looking. Okay, love that. All right, what time is it? I still have time for 2 more, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got little ones here like that. Let's
Are you gonna put like one color over like the rainbow one?
Oh, I need to do some of those.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. So now we have a dilemma. I don't think I have any. Iridescent medium with airbrush added.
This stuff is good stuff.
Now,
If you don't know about
it's been
it,
diluted, so I don't know that we're going to get a...
I almost feel like that's better for this situation though. Because sometimes this stuff is sparkly. Something else to keep in mind. So this liquid text iridescent medium is... It's different than some of the other iridescent things. One of the things you have to keep in mind with it is that it leaves this film. Don't you dare put my rainbow thing down. You can put your thing down. Don't put my rainbow down with the mucky muck that's already there. That's all I'm saying. Don't.
Rude. Mucky muck. Well, that's not going to hurt. I don't even think it's going to come up. But
we don't know.
We don't know. Very true.
All right. So sorry. She scared me. I needed to say something. You see something, you say something. It will dry. Or you could even wipe.
Yeah, I'm not.
There he is.
I'm not going to do any wiping on it. I'm just
Okay.
going to leave it just like it is. And put that back over here.
Okay, what I was saying about the Liquitex iridescent medium. It leaves a film back on your plate. So it's going to be one of those things that is actually, unless you fully clean your plate, you will be seeing the shimmery business of the iridescent medium for a while.
And, you know, if you don't care about that.
But it took us a while to figure that out. We're like, why does this keep showing up?
Look at that, Mariah.
Mm-hmm. See?
All right. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to do as much as I would love to.
Yeah. Keep messing with that.
Fart around with that. I think time is of.
It is. You got 15 minutes. Oh, hi, Yuta. Yeah, the kitty is. Yeah, he's saying he would like his dinner.
It is. When it gets close to 5 o'clock, he's a pushy little
kitty.
I just think it's a mess he told me. All right, this does dry clear. At least that's my past experience with it. And we do have a little bit of. All right, we're going to do the rainbow.
Do the rainbow.
This thin sheer stuff is really hard to gauge as far as whether you need to brayer more of it off because you can't tell. So it's kind of tricky business.
Oh, great. You can take care of yourself. Oh, hey, Lee. No worries. Thank you. And welcome to those of you that have come in. We do have another. Oh, that's fantastic. Well done. See.
Well, I'll just hand this across to you.
Oh, that looks so cool.
I know. Can't wait to show Izzy.
Don't show her. She'll want it. I'm telling you. That kid. I'm curious, like, once it dries, if the pastels are gonna, the PanPastels are gonna kind of brighten up again underneath it as it dries.
I don't have an answer to that. That's
It's gonna be interesting.
We're determining those things.
Yeah?
I don't know. Weird. Okay, so what do we got here?
Hi, Carol.
Here, let's try some.
Yeah, the rainbow one, that was really fantastic. Very pleased with that. So I'm telling you.
I'm glad I found this stuff.
Liquitex iridescent medium.
This needs to go on my. You need to sit over there and write out a list because I can't remember this, and you're just sitting there. I mean, you could be doing this, writing out these things that I need because I never remember them. You tell me, well, you need to write me out a list. Well, okay. Geez, let me get right on that. I'm looking at you.
I know you are, and I'm looking right back at you.
I'll just run out of paint.
You'll be sad.
And so will everybody else that's watching, and they will say, isn't that sad?
They will rise up.
Isn't that sad?
And then somebody will put together an email and send it to me.
Excellent idea.
No, that's not their job. I will put together a darn list for you. Good golly. Woo! That was even better than the rainbow, I think.
I know. I think that's like really nice. Now what I want to do is let this dry and see if I can come back through and intensify some of those areas. Because I love that. I love that contrast there. But then I also like the way it halos out with the color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is cool how it like gathers up in those little areas. I don't know that the iridescent medium got down in there, but I like the idea of what it's doing. Again, I don't know how well it seals in those parts, but that's kind of cool.
This is the pickup paper.
Mm-hmm. Eddie's here. Or he was just a minute ago.
Now, when I do get done today, what I will do is I will take my oil and I will really give this a good scrubbing so that I don't inadvertently have shiny stuff.
So it's the Liquitex iridescent medium. Please keep in mind this particular one has been mixed with the
airbrush medium has been added, and I can't tell you because there was just about this much left in here, and I just poured some of the airbrush stuff in there. So I did not measure it.
We kind of like it better being sort of diluted down because it's not as sparkly.
I'm really serious. If you get some of this, get some of those squeeze bottles, like,
and do a mix.
Do a half and a half.
Well, I don't even think you need a half and a half. Like, you just need like a quarter and then more. A quarter and more. That's how we measure here. Oh, yeah, you got to change the little emblem thing, Jenny. But I will tell you, there's stuff that that from the Jacksons in the UK that you can get that you cannot get in the United States. But I'm also kind of curious about, like, what shipping was for you. Was it insane? That's pretty cool. She's still sad about the...
Yeah. Still sad about the shiny black stuff. The wawing.
Mm-hmm. If only we could just recreate that.
Just nice.
I just don't know.
Yeah, me either. Okay, what time is it?
What time is it? It's 8 minutes.
I've got, oh heavens, I've got 2 more.
Yeah, you can do it.
I can do it.
You've done more in less time.
This is true.
She has.
Okay, so we've got this one, which is kind of a squared off puzzle, and then we have squares.
Okay.
So, okay, let's try a little of this. Turquoise phthalo and fluid acrylic. Just a bit out there.
All right, Jenny.
We're going to grab lilac pearl.
Well, some of them are going to go into my mermaid making business that's going to happen over at on Diane's channel. That's the Messy Palette Australia. Diane.
Now, what day is this happening?
On Thursday evening. I think 6 or 7 p.m. Central Time. She has a stream link. They'll put it in. And then Colleen asked, so just want to be clear, Mariah, you're just shining up the resist medium and not sealing the chalk. Is that correct? Oh, no, it's sealing the chalk.
As long as it covers it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not like there's a coating over the chalk, but not all areas of the chalk because of the black medium mixy business that we got going on there, because there's some actual texture, some loft to those designs that we put onto the black paper with the black medium mixes. Mermaiding. I'm gonna make
mermaiding.
I'm gonna mermaid.
I'm mermaiding.
Maybe merman too. I didn't want to leave. Yeah, I saw Mo said something about mermen like earlier on. We're not gonna leave out the mermen.
No unicorns, just mermaids.
Well, there might be some. It's just magical stuff that's sparkly and rainbowy.
Check that out.
That's pretty cool. It's kind of spacey.
Yeah.
Oh. And if you're in Australia, it is 10 a.m. Friday morning.
Seriously?
That's how time works, yes.
Holy moly.
I know, it's a whole different day.
Whole different day.
Mm-hmm.
Dadgum.
Oh, Susan Fernandez's Artist Loft at Michael's Paint Artist Loft also has iridescent medium. Never used that. I don't know if it's similar, but I would assume similar.
I swear to God, it's the same stuff, that they just mix it up and put it in different bottles.
For different people.
Look at this thing. This is starting to look really cool.
Yeah. Layer.
Layer. Uno mas.
Okay.
Uno mas.
Let's do it. You got 5 minutes.
I can do it. I'm not even going to clean up the plate. We're going to go with a...
Yes, I believe it's, yeah, so that link that Darcy just put into chat, if you click that, it will take you over there, and it will tell you what time in your time zone. If you look down at the bottom, it should, if you have your settings on YouTube.
See, that's how I
correctly.
get stuff up there. I hate really business.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's
now she's seeing how the trinkets are made.
Oh, where's my green?
7 p.m. Central. Mm-hmm.
There we go. Getting low on the green.
Oh, Montmartre has an iridescent medium, and I love a Montmartre. We like their stuff.
See those lily pads out there?
Yeah. Oh, that is some three-dimensional stuff. She says, just think you'll be live on 2 different days at the same time.
Okay, I'm not going to do the yellow on the one for Mariah, because I think it would like take it into another.
Mm-hmm.
Just do the pickup one.
Yeah, and 1 a.m. for those of you that are over in the UK, as Mo says.
Oh, look at that little thingy that showed up.
What is that? Oh, it's a mushroom.
I don't even know where it came from.
I can tell you where it came from.
Where?
So remember,
No, but I mean, how did it end up on my shirt?
Oh, that I don't know. But I know where the mushroom came from. If you wanted to know that.
Check this out, ladies.
Wow. See, baby poo can do some good things. Brenda would like to know what the orange stones are in your ring. Oh, and this is last day of double points, y'all.
Sea urchin.
Look at that. I like how it showed up on the medium on that one. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is I would say this is number, right there in that top 2 spots.
Okay, I'm leaving this on here because I think this would be really cool to pull it with something
later, so it holds the design. Because if she did something to it now, it would just mush it out.
Look at this. Isn't this a lovely little...
Mm-hmm. Good brayer offs.
Really didn't brayer off as much as I usually do. Alrighty, ladies and gents.
Oh, Montmartre is calling theirs iridescent varnish. See,
Iridescent?
they all put a little twist on things.
Yeah, they do. I want to bring this back as my last thing, because I wanted to show everybody how wonderful this looked as it dried.
Yeah. I should have videoed that. But I don't think, did you do all that on stream? No.
I don't think so.
I don't like to bait and switch people like that.
Or if we did, I don't. I know one.
Some
of
it
the
was,
wasn't.
but not enough of it
Not
to go,
all of
hey,
it.
would you recognize this?
Look at this. See,
Look at that.
picking up all of that stuff on the plate.
Isn't that fabulous? All right, my arty friends, we shall be back here on, so today's Tuesday, we will be back here on Thursday. We will have thoughts. We will have more arty things. P might get back into the book.
Yeah, because I've got some new pages to show you.
Yeah.
So
And that's what's
definitely.
going on over here at the
And
Artist
I've
Studio.
got some ideas for that I really think are going to work for covers.
And those of you that are having any issues with ordering or whatever, you need to message me, email me, so that way you can get your double points and stuff. So yeah, message or email me or message me, however you want to do it. But until then, we
love you.
like a
Long haul.
bye guys.
Bye.